Who did you have to become in order to survive prison?
I became the main girl in there.
For
crossing the kids.
Is that why you went to the feds?
No,
that was your...
I was walking with the girl. They asked her, "Is that your mom?" And she just looked at me, and that's when they realized something was wrong.
Yes.
You know. But then he got locked up, and then he was like, "Can you go pick up my money with?" So his clients used to call me, and they were like, "When is he coming out? We need stuff." And da 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 da. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call these people, and I'm gonna tell them to send me some stuff.
I got it. Yeah.
When I told him the idea, he was like, "No, you're not gonna do that." I didn't listen to him. I was like, all right, I'm not. But I hid it from him. I didn't tell him.
This week we have Damie. Damie has lived a few different lives. She's been a coyote, a bartender, a trapper, and a mother. She did the time instead of telling, and she's here to tell us how it went down. We are closing in on 100K. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment.
We're not wearing that old. We're wearing the new Paisley Bandit sweatpants. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Indicted TV. I'm your host, Negra. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. Before we start, you already know I got to give a shout out to my sponsors, Royalty Honey. Keep it hard, guys. Also for the best jewelry for his glory. And if you're throwing a party or any type of big event, make sure you hire Always Gone. Because if you're not in one of those porter potties, you are not shitting right. Also, if you have gone in an accident or you need roadside assistance, you need your car fixed, hit up Los Duros Auto Collision. And you already know we only wear shock-aware. And on today's episode, we have Damie. Welcome to Indicted TV.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How you feeling?
I'm feeling a little nervous, but
you'll be fine. Everybody starts a little nervous, yes. And in the middle, by the ending, it's like, oh, you're like fully yourself. You're like, damn, it's already over. Damie, so tell us where you're from, where you grew up, your mom, dad. How was it for you as a little girl?
As a little girl, I was born in Michoacan.
Oh, you were born in Mexico?
Yeah, I was born in Mexico. I was raised in San Diego. I've been in San Diego all my life because I came to San Diego when I was 2 years old.
Oh, yeah. So you were super, super small.
Yes. So from Mexico, but I've been here all my life.
Yeah, you were like super American.
Yes. My dad was abusive to my mom. So she decided to move to San Diego. So we came from Mexico. And that's a little bit of my life when I was young. Sometimes it's weird because I don't remember much about my life when I was young. I don't know why.
Do you think it's because did you have a lot of trauma? That sometimes when we go through a lot of things as a kid, it tends to like block off because that's something that's like was very intense to us, that we just kind of block it off without even really realizing.
Well, you know what? It's weird because when I was little, like 5, 7, 8, I don't remember nothing at all. Really? I just remember when my mom told me that we came in a train when I was 2 years old. And after that, I don't remember. I remember when I was 10 years old that I used to babysit my brother because my mom, after 10 years old, I was a single kid. My mom, I was the only kid to my mom. Yeah.
Until you were like 10.
Until I was 10. My mom had my brother. I used to babysit my brother.
So you don't remember going to school?
I remember going to school. Yeah. Like I said, I remember like when I was like 10 years old. Okay. That's when I remember a little more because I was a little older.
Yeah.
I remember I went to school. I was bad in school.
As a 10-year-old.
As a 10-year-old, as a 12-year-old, 13, 14.
Well, tell me
15.
in what way do you think you were bad, or why do you say that?
Well, I was bad because my mom, I love my mom. My mom, she's the best mom. Oh my God, I get sentimental.
Okay.
So she raised me, but she had 2 jobs, so she didn't have time to focus on me going to school or anything. So I was pretty much on my own. I used to get up, get ready, go to school, and not even eat breakfast because I didn't have nobody to do breakfast. So I would just go to school. I used to walk like an hour because it was far away from my house, my school. And I used to walk, and I remember I used to live in Golden Hills, and I used to go to school in Logan. So the girls, I would pass by Sherman, Shelltown to go to my house. I used to get jumped all the time.
As a little 13, 12 year
like
old.
13, 14, because the girls thought I was from that neighborhood where I used to go to school. Mm-hmm. That it was Barrio Logan in San Diego.
Yeah.
So they thought I was a gang member from there, and so I used to get my ass beat all the time. But you know what? To the point that I liked it.
Like it would pump you up, like, okay, girls. Type of thing.
I learned how to fight so much because of all those
really?
fights. Yeah. Then I didn't put up with nothing. I will fight all the time. I will fight any type of girl, any skinny, short, tall, whatever race, I will fight. And I like that. I was into fighting.
Peleonera.
Yeah, era peleonera. But then I changed my ways. When my mom had my brothers, that's when I used to babysit him. Instead of being out there, now I used to come from school to babysit my brother.
Because she had to go to work.
Yeah, my mom was always a full-time worker. But she gave us everything that we needed. We never needed anything because of her hard work. Yeah. And then she had another daughter, so I was babysitting her.
Oh, now she was just getting out of control. No, I'm just kidding.
But you know what? That was kind of weird because I think it was when I was 14 when my mom had my other sister and I became like her little mom, like her little stepmom because I was always there with them. And then I got pregnant at 15.
Ah, yeah. You're a young mom.
Yeah, that's when I became a young mom of my daughter, Demily. And her. And then I used to babysit my daughter and my sister. So I didn't had a lot of like.
You weren't like a normal child.
No.
Like a normal, I should say a normal teenager that you're going to like your school dances and going to school things.
Yeah.
You're at home watching these little girls because you had a baby at a young age. I guess your only escape was to be able to go and hang out with a boy or something, right?
Yeah. And my first boyfriend, that was the one that I became pregnant of, and he used to cheat on me. He used to be out because I guess he was still young.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and he wanted to do everything. And of course, I wanted to do it too, but at this time, I already had my daughter.
Yeah.
So I couldn't. And I got what you call postpartum depression.
Postpartum?
Yeah, postpartum depression because I was so skinny when I had my daughter. I was so big, girl. It was ridiculous. I used to hate myself. I used to hate looking at myself in the mirror.
No, it's. I don't think people understand how serious postpartum depression is.
It is. I never thought it was that serious until you
go through it. Yeah,
until you go through it. Yeah, like you trying to wear your same little clothes that you used to wear before.
Girl's not happening.
Girl, no, it was bad. So, me taking care of the kids, me being depressed. I think I didn't probably give him the attention that he wanted. Mm-hmm. So he was with other girls. He was cheating. He was a good dad. But it just got out of control, so we left each other.
Too toxic. As kids, as teenagers.
Yeah, we were young, and I thought that was going to be my only and last relationship because, when you have kids and you're young, you think that's forever your
Girls,
man.
You guys better start listening to this.
But
Yes.
it wasn't. But thanks to that, I think I'm the person that I am today.
Because you had no choice but to figure it out yourself.
No, and then you know what's the sad part? So we were not together when my daughter was probably almost 2 years, but we were still messing around when he used to come and see her. Then boom, I got pregnant again.
Oh no!
Yes, I got a son. I have a son, and his name is Abraham. So I had him 2 years. They're 2 years apart. And you know what? After that, I never had kids.
Oh, well, at least you have a boy and a girl.
And a boy and a girl, and they're from the same dad. So that's a good thing, you know?
That's a plus. And you're like, I have two with the same baby daddy.
Yeah, no more baby daddies. And you know what? The funny part that I never took care of myself.
Wow.
And after him, I was with other boyfriends, you know?
Yeah, well, because you were young, of course.
Yeah, but I never took care of myself and I never got pregnant.
Because God knew.
I think God only wanted to give me these two kids because he probably knew where I was going to get myself into.
Exactly.
Yes.
As a teenager, did you ever like get in trouble with like the police?
When I was young, not really. Because you know what? I was not... When I was really going to start going out and like start to drink and start going to like after school parties and things like that, that's when my mom had my brothers, so I stopped. So I didn't experience that life.
Wow. So you were just like a mom your whole teenage years.
Yeah, so but then when I had my two kids, I used to live there. I was probably like 20. I started going out when I was like 21, 22. That's when I started like going out, leaving my kids with my mom. Because I started working at bars. I was a bartender. The money was good. I started to be independent. I never needed nothing from my baby daddy. But then when I was a bartender, that's when everything
changed.
Everything
like
changed.
It opened your mind, and you started seeing everything.
I started to meet people. I started to like money more. Mm-hmm. You know, I started like to, because I never been the type of girl like that just gets this money and I'm like, okay, that's it. No.
You wanted more.
Yeah. I always wanted more, you know? And I always used to fight for it too. It was not like I was going to sit in my house and depend on a man.
Yeah.
No. After what happened with my baby daddy, like they say, you live and learn.
Mm-hmm.
So,
at least you learned.
Yes.
God, there's so many young girls that, they get pregnant at a very young age.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, right away, they stop. And con el otro novio, right, they fall in love, y otro baby. Like, bro,
yeah. No, because you realize that the ones that suffer is the kids.
Exactly.
Not you, not the baby daddy, is the kids.
And sometimes, you know what, like, as young adults, I don't think they even think like that.
I know.
You know, I feel like, I don't know how old you are, but I'm thinking you're probably like my age.
I'm 42.
Yeah, I'm 43. Yeah,
oh, okay.
We're kind of the same age,
Yeah.
right? So it's like we don't see things until, because before I didn't see it like, I learned. Like, no, it didn't matter.
Uh-huh.
I see it now as in like, dang, like you live and you learn.
Yeah, you live and learn.
And when you even with like, like you really did learn though. There's some that
But you know what? I think that some of the girls, they learn like probably a little, it takes a little longer for them to learn.
Yeah,
You know, some
yeah.
of us, we don't have other choice but to like be mature in a young age.
Y ponerte las pilas rápido.
Yeah, and then especially when you like money,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But now it's a little harder because you have your kids, you're a single mother, but you still like money. So what
Yeah.
do? You have to
Figure
work,
it out.
You know, figure it out, work. And I did everything in life. Like, 42, nobody could tell me anything. I done so many things. Like, nobody could tell me about anything that I think that I don't know.
You haven't.
Yeah.
So you're 22, 21, you're working at these bars. Now you're seeing life in a whole different way, because in reality, you really didn't see anything. You were just at home with the kids and dealing with your baby daddy, depressed, all that life.
Yeah.
You didn't know anything about probably real life.
No, so I'm telling you, when I started working at the bars, that's when I was like, you know what, I like this. I started to drink. I was drinking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing things that I shouldn't, like drinking and driving, like getting drunk, not showing up to the house, like leaving the kids with my mom. The good thing that I never left them with nobody else.
Yeah.
I always left them with my mom, And I love my mom because the way I was down with her with babysitting my brothers.
She knew.
Yeah, now she was down for me. She
Like,
never
she
said,
knew, like,
no, I'm not
mi
going
hija.
to babysit.
Uh-huh.
My mom is the type of person that she'll be like, it's better for them to be with me than somebody else. So that's why, and for other reasons, I love my mom so much.
And, Ray, she probably also knew, like, you know what? Her kid life, she was at home watching my kids.
Yeah.
So now it's me.
Yeah, I think she knows. And she's always been like down for me. Even when I'm wrong, she tells me when I'm doing wrong, but she never is like,
She's always gonna have your back.
she's always gonna have my back no matter what. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the way my mom always
Right.
been, no matter what. Like,
And we're lucky.
yeah,
you know?
we're super blessed.
Yes,
we're
we are.
super blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my mom too.
So I started meeting like people at the bars, like polleros, drug dealers. I mean,
Paisa fools, but they're
Pais-
paisas.
yeah, they were spices and they were also cholos too.
Okay.
Yeah, because so there I used to work at two bars. I even started when I think I started working at the bar when I was 20 with the fake ID. Yeah, I think until the lady found out and she was like, you know what, you're such a good worker, but it was like 2 years after. But
By then you were already 21.
yeah, so she was like, but you should have always told me the truth because that lady was like, she was a little strict, but she let me still work because I was a good worker, you know? Always hustling, always trying to make the people feel good because I always understand too that the customers, like, if you don't treat them good,
They're not gonna come back.
no. And I mean, that's your money.
You gotta rub them. You gotta rub them a little here and there. You know.
Yes, yeah. And so I started hanging out with people. I started working as a pollera too.
For the people that don't know?
Yeah, a
'Cause
pollera.
What is
Yeah.
a pollera?
It's people that cross other people, illegal people that brings other people from Mexico, because that's where I will bring them cross the street to.
So
San
kind of
Diego.
like before they were calling coyotes.
It's a smuggler, right? We call them smugglers, coyotes, pollera. Yeah. So I used to cross kids with my kids' birth certificate.
certificates.
Yeah. And I started to like it because it was like, I don't have to deal with drunks, you know, and I work 1 or 2 days. It's already $3,000 I will get like $1,000 a day. So I was like, oh my God, I started
This is
it.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I was like, damn. So, but I never quit the bar either because I always think about plan A and plan B. And
Smart girl.
that's not a for sure thing, you know
Yes.
that? I always think one day you're going to get caught, and sure I did.
So, how many you got caught for?
Crossing the kids.
Is that why you went to the feds?
No,
Oh,
no.
that was okay. So that was the first time you got caught.
That was the first time I got caught.
and you got caught in the linea.
Yeah, I got caught.
Tell me about that experience.
So it was, oh my God, it was bad because at first I didn't want to do it because the way I used to work, it was like, we have a new girl that you can cross. And I was like, okay, well, show me pictures of the girl. And I want to see because I was like, if they don't kind of look like me, I don't think I'm going to do it. So this girl didn't at all. No. Like, and I was like, I don't want to do it. I told the guy, I had a feeling, you know?
Yeah, and it's like we don't ever listen to our damn gut.
Well, you know what? I do, but the money, that's the wrong.
Well, that's the
too.
thing.
You know, yeah, when you kind of listen to it, but you still want to do it because of the money, you know?
Obviously.
So then, so I went, I was trying to bring the girl. It didn't work out. They found out.
So you're driving or whatever.
No, I didn't drive. So, and I used to lie to the guy too. Because they pay you more when you drive a car. And the guy, he was spicy. He used to tell me, if you bring her in the car, we'll pay you more. So I was like, okay, I will bring her in the car. But I didn't. I used to cross walking.
Yeah. What do you think is because I feel like it's like scarier, like in the car.
And then it's your own car. Like I'm not gonna lose my car, you know. But a little extra cash won't hurt, you know. So I was like, you know what? Okay, well, I'm gonna go get her. And then I went. I was walking with the girl. They asked her, "Is that your mom?" And she just looked at me, and that's when they realized something was wrong.
Yes.
You know. So they were like, why is she? I was like, she's shy. And they were like, are you sure? They were like, go to secondary.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
You're
my
like
God.
that. Because I feel like before it was so much easier because they didn't have to scan anything.
No.
You just show the paper, the
And
birth
you know what?
certificate.
And I'm not even talking about, like, I think it was like 2007. That's the year that I got caught. So I got caught and they came and talked to me. It was a cold cell, and I was there for like maybe 5 hours.
Ooh.
They were like, we already know she's not your daughter. She confessed everything.
Hey, how old was she?
I think she, at that time, so my daughter was like 2007. Yeah, she was like 7 years old. Yeah, so the girl
She's cute.
talk, you know? So I guess they did talk to her, and I never knew if it was true or not. And I was like, no, I was still saying, no, that's my daughter, you know? I don't know why she's lying. She's probably nervous. She's scared. She never seen you guys, and I don't appreciate you guys talking to my daughter. They were like, no, stop faking it. We know we're doing fingerprints on her, and it's not your daughter. They're like, we're not going to do nothing to you because it's your first time, so you could go ahead and go, but you're going to have court.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
I know, I was lucky, but that's how I used to work back in the days. Now it's a little harder.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah, now I think you do time for whatever.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if you would have got caught a few more times doing the same thing, you definitely would have done time for that, right?
Yeah.
So what happened when you went to court?
So I never went to court. That's how bad I was. I never showed up to court.
And that's like federal court.
Yeah, so I never went. And they were looking for me and
You were
everything.
on the run and you didn't even know.
They never found me or anything. I never got caught or anything again. And I just decided to not do it no more because
that was your last time.
I was already burned, you know?
Yeah.
So I just ended up just watching their back, like if they were going to go pick up somebody, because they used to pick up people around the area in San Diego, so I would just be the lookout for them. That's what I end up doing, and I was getting paid a little less.
But I mean, you're still
It was a little something, you know, some extra money
for sure.
Yeah, and then I doing that, I never got caught. They would just pull me over and be like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Just looking for somebody or driving." I think I got lost. So how do I even exit? You know. And they were like, "Okay, go this way," but I already knew the way. I was just.
Haciéndote.
Yeah, faking the funk. But I decided to leave it alone for a little bit, and I went harder on the bar thing. I started promoting bars. I started to bring in like norteños to the days that we wouldn't had people at the bars, promoting it, bringing more customers, having like a margarita a lady night, and helping the owner from the bar. I think I was dating the owner too.
Well, she knew you were dating the owner.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I dated him for a little bit.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
No me acuerdo de lo que no me conviene, you know?
Eso sí.
Yeah, so I was helping him. We were getting good people. Then I met a guy, and we started a relationship. Mm-hmm. And I still was talking to the paisas that I used to work for, crossing people, but now they were doing some other illegal stuff.
Ah.
Yeah. And the dude that I was talking to, he took me out of work at the bar. He didn't want me to work at the bar no more.
Hater ass fool, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, that's kind of what they do. You know, you meet a man, they don't want you working at the bar.
That's how Mexican guys are.
I think any man.
You think so?
Unless he's like, he likes those kind of girls.
You know, but-
or mantenido. If it's like a mantenido guy, let's be real. Like, there's like rappers, respectfully fools.
But you know what? Not really, because I used to think like that. But then, well, I had a boyfriend, like the last person that I was with. He has money, and I was working at bars, and he never really.
Well, because it depends what kind of money how he was making. Depends on their lifestyle.
Style.
I mean, that's what I've seen. Like, you know, I've seen a lot of different
And you know
fools.
what? I think
I
that-
don't mean like that, but I mean like in life. Like, like I see the stripper girls, they only date these kind of fools. The fraud fools, they only date these type of girls. The guys that only date girls that work in strip clubs. Like, and it's all in the same kind of like lifestyle. Because a man that works hard for his money, and I'm not saying you rappers don't work hard for your money, fool, but you fools like the bitches that the stripper ones, because son más mantenidos. Not all of you guys, but I'm just saying, you know.
Because probably the girl makes more money than them.
Por eso digo, and
Yeah.
they can't go get a job because they have to look a certain way.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Yeah. Well,
Remember we were talking shit. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, then he took me out of work, and he was hustling here and there, doing little jales, how he used
Well,
to call it.
but my point, you see, look at what he was doing.
But he was making good money to support me and support my kids.
He wanted more
I
from
never
you.
had a relationship where I brought my kids to this relationship until probably like 2 years after, when we decided to like
Make it serious.
make it serious, live together. That's when I was like, if you want us to come and live with you, then you're gonna get us a nice house because my kids are gonna live there, you know. And he did. He got us everything new. He got us a house.
He wanted a woman in his life, and
Yeah.
so he needed to upgrade you and pull you off from that negative environment. Because let's be real, it is a negative environment.
It is a negative
You know?
environment. The only good thing about it is the money.
Yeah.
Because dealing with drunkies is hard.
No, I could imagine.
Yeah, it's hard. But so then we started living together with the kids and everything. I was a stay-home wife, you know, cooking, cleaning. And I love to do that. You know, I love cooking. That's the reason why I opened my shop. I love cooking. I like to clean, you know. So I was happy. I was happy with my little family, but it didn't last that long. Yeah, because he started selling more drugs and he got caught. And
It doesn't work.
but that's how everything started with me too.
Oh, but tell us.
So he got locked up, and one day he's like, you know what? Oh, I forgot to tell you. So the reason why I told you why I was still talking to the same people, the polleros, and they changed their job to something else, is because that was our connect.
I figured.
Yeah. So that was our connect, and I connected them to him. So they became friends. They were sending him the stuff from Mexico, and we had girls that crossed and everything. So then we started. Well, he did it. The thing that I liked about him, that he never like involved me in his little thing. He just was like, you connect me to those people, and then I'll handle it. And I was like, all right, and that's what I did. But then he got locked up, and then he was like, can you go pick up my money with these
With everybody.
yeah, and just tell them that they're gonna have to wait for me because I'm not gonna be back. And I think they didn't give him much because he didn't get cut with anything, so he got 18 months, I think. So in those 18 months, when I went and collected all his money, I talked to the people that he, you know, and I was like, well, what am I gonna do? You know, like, he left me with a little bit of money, but I still need
You need to survive.
to survive, to take care of the kids, to do. I mean, he already took me out of the bar. I don't know if they're gonna take me back, you know. And I the truth, I didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
So his clients used to call me, and they were like, when is he coming out? We need stuff, and da 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 da. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call these people, and I'm gonna tell them to send me some stuff.
I got it. Yeah.
When I told him the idea, he was like, no, you're not gonna do that. I didn't listen to him. I was like, all right, I'm not. But I hid it from him. I didn't tell him. And I started doing it, and oh my God, I became so popular. Like, I used to work with a lot of guys now, even cholos from the neighborhood where I used to live. I even worked with some cholos from, what is this? More down here, but it was far. I started doing the most. I started making so much money, probably more money than what he was making, you know? I started making money. I started buying cars. I started...
In those 18 months.
Well, it was probably, in a year when I started making money. Then when he came out, he found out, and it was bad. The relationship didn't work out no more.
But you're already making moves, so it didn't matter.
And that's the reason why it didn't work out, because he used to see me like competition, you know? And then he was mad that I took his customers too. And they didn't want
I mean, what are they supposed to do? Fucking wait?
Right? And you know what? And he was getting money from that too, because I never left him down.
Hater ass fool. If you're watching this, man, you're a hater.
Yeah, he is a hater. I don't like him, as a matter of fact.
Like, you know?
Yeah. But so he tried to go and get his customers, but they didn't want to deal with him. And to remind you, I was the one that had that connect. So he had to look for stuff to find some other connect because that people is gonna do what I tell them to. You know,
Ah.
if I tell him don't fuck with him no more, then that's
because
what's
you were
gonna-
the one.
Yeah, and I was getting more than what he was getting. I was selling more. I was sending them their money when I was supposed to. I was just doing everything right.
Uh-huh.
You know, but then I was doing that right, but then like the little fame that I was getting
Got to your
it
head.
got to my head.
Yeah.
To the point that I was like just throwing money stupid, like wasting stupid money, not saving to buy me a house, not saving
That's
to
usually how it
open
goes.
Yeah, but but I think dirty money
Won't stay.
goes
You have to spend
easily.
it.
So I used to be at the clubs, like all the waitresses and everybody used to like me because I will go show up, be in the VIP, spending money on bottles, spending the money on the banda, the norteño, like spending a lot of money that I didn't supposed to, buying cars, doing the most. Then I was not, when he got out, things didn't work out, so I was just on my own doing my thing, buying the kids expensive clothes. And I think since then my kids just got used to it because they like expensive stuff, and I think it's because of how
I think
they
a lot
grew
of,
up.
I feel like that's where sometimes us parents, we mess up. We don't teach them the value of things.
I know.
And it's sad
Yeah.
because they don't want to work for it.
I know.
They think it's just like, oh, here. Like, well, you have this. Well, I don't give my son designer stuff. Like, I'm not giving my kids designer. Get that shit on your own. Like,
And you know what? I'm different, but probably because I have a lot of guilt, that is just probably I think that I can't deny nothing to them because of all the things that I put them through.
I understand completely.
Yeah.
Thank God my son doesn't like designer shit. He says that's just for the
good.
ghetto.
Well, that's true.
I mean, now, yeah, I've had Louis Vuitton since. Now I don't even care about designer, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Like, I do have a lot, but I've had designers since fucking the 90s.
You know what? I don't think I'd like the sign.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, when
Like-
I was younger, like when I was in all that, I used to like to wear brand clothes, like brand. Que se me notara, like brand, like look at me,
it's like super chafa way, like
Yeah.
it costs money, but like you look like a
yeah,
because a real
like you're calling
baller, a real
attention.
rich person doesn't show up.
And you know what? And I learned that. You learn with time. You learn, but
With
I
time,
was still young.
with time, yeah, with time.
And then I think all that happened in 2011, 2013. I mean 12, 13, and then in 13 it was one of my hardest years. Yeah, it was very hard.
Tell us why.
My baby daddy died. Yeah.
Do you want to tell us of what or?
Yes. I never spoke about it. And it's a little hard. It still breaks my heart, till this day. And it's been a little long, but I think I'm never going to forget it.
It's been like almost like 16, 17 years.
So I think I became the dad in the relationship and he became the mom. Because we used to work so much. I was always on the streets hustling my money the wrong way, but I was doing it.
And he was benefiting from it as well.
He was, because he used to babysit the kids. I used to let him borrow my cars. I used to let him give him money to buy things for the kids. He didn't work or anything, and but our relationship was good. Me and him, we get along really good. It's weird to say this, but at the end, it was like if he was like my best friend, to the point that I even thought like I see him like a brother.
Because you guys were so young.
But he was doing drugs. He was drinking a lot, and he lived alone. So probably that's one of the things that got him to do what he did to himself. I'm
sorry.
Yeah. I remember it was Mother's Day. We were, I think he was babysitting the kids. I went down there. I remember I bought chicken and rice to have dinner with them for Mother's Day. And we were eating and then we left. And I think my son left some shoes at his house from what I remember because I kind of don't remember much about that either.
Because it's so traumatic.
Yes. And so I told my son I was going to go back if I had a chance to pick up the shoes. So I did. I went back and that's when I found him dead.
Wow.
Yeah. He was hanging. And I found him. Yeah.
That's super, super, super sad. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
it's
that
sad.
you had to go through that.
It's hard. It more than sad. Now it's really hard. And you know what? My reaction when I found him, it was like, I picked him up. Yeah, I picked him up. He was heavy, but I had like I touched him, and I had like a thing like he's gonna be okay because he's still warm. And I start screaming for people to help me. The neighbors heard. They brought a knife. They cut it. We trying to do
CPR.
CPR. We called the ambulance. They came. They told me he was dead. I called his family. It was very hard because his family also pointed fingers at me. You know, he said that it was my fault because I didn't forgive him. I didn't take him back. But a girl only could take so much, you know?
You know, I mean, I'm sure like you feel, obviously you're supposed to feel sad about it, but
Yeah.
guilt, you shouldn't feel guilt.
I didn't feel guilt at all. But I just didn't feel right for them to point fingers at
Of
me.
course,
You know,
because
but
they
I
have
never
no
felt
right.
the guilt because God know that I tried in so many ways with
You guys
him.
were 15 years old.
Yes.
By then, you're like what? Now you're like probably like 25.
I think when he was, well, it was 2013. Yeah, I think I was like 25. So then,
No, 2013. You were like already. Let me see. Like
no, I was like 28, right?
no,
No?
I was 25 in 2008. So in 2013,
13.
you were already like 30,
No,
31.
I'm sorry, it was 2010, right? It was 2010
Okay.
when he died. Yeah. Yeah.
So you were like 27, 28.
Yeah, it was 2010. That's why I remember I was 20, like 25, 27. I really don't remember the age. And well, it was hard, but when I saw him dead, like I was asking why did he do that, and I wasn't sad of him. I was like, well, he's already gone, you know. But
Like he
I was
couldn't handle his life. He didn't.
what I was sad about and what broke my heart really, it was like, how am I gonna explain the kids?
The kids.
Because my kids were so, I mean, and probably they were so in love with their dad.
Because it was really selfish of him, respectfully. Like, it was really selfish of him to really only think about himself.
And you know what? That's what I told him when he was in the floor dead. I was like, why did you do this?
Like,
Why
so selfish of yourself.
How come you didn't think about the kids? You didn't. But then at the end, I realized that it wasn't him.
That was the drugs.
Yeah, it was the drugs because he loved his kids so much. I don't think he would ever
It
done
was definitely the drugs.
Yes, yeah. And you know what? He had other two kids, and it's weird because he has two other kids, and they're the same age as my kids. And it's a boy and a girl, the same ages. So the two girls are the same age.
Oh,
the
you
two
guys were
boys,
definitely that
they're the same
beefing
age.
hard, going through it. Do you guys have a relationship with them?
with the kids. Yeah, it's not the kids' fault, you
Yeah.
know? At the end of the day, it's not their fault. It's not even the girl's fault either.
Yeah.
Because I've never been the type of girl that fight over men, and I feel when a man don't respect you and they cheat on you, that's him.
Yeah, it's not-
Because he's the one that owes you loyalty, not the girl, because the girl don't probably know you, you know?
Yeah, it's only different when the girl knows that you're married. Like, if a girl knows that you're married, like, what's your fucked up?
Yeah, that's why, like, I've been since that too. I learned like to never mess around with the married man, and because I love myself, I have respect
right.
for myself. You know,
That's right.
Like I'm not the second choice to no one. I'm always gonna be the first choice or nothing. You know, and because I don't need a man for anything.
You never have.
I'm a hustler. Never had, never will, probably. You know. But yeah, it was so 2010. It was one of the hardest years
I mean,
in my life.
yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the hardest thing I ever went through.
Of course.
So that's when I think I should have stopped and doing what I was doing, but no, I was like, now I'm alone, not for real, I'm alone. So I'm gonna go harder. And I did. And that's when in 2000 so it was 3 years after when I get caught.
How did you get caught?
So I used to have a girl that worked for me crossing the border, and I think she got caught crossing with my stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think they told her to say everything, and they were even following her. And now that I think about it, when I was locked up, the same people that got me, they pulled us over like twice. And they were like, oh, we're looking for her, but no, they were really they wanted to get close to me.
you.
Yes, but you don't think until you're there and everything happened. You don't think at that time. At that time, I used to think I'm never gonna get caught. I'm so smart doing what I'm doing.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
No, I was young and stupid and not thinking right because doing bad things, you're always gonna end up getting caught.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. One form or another.
Yeah, so in 2013, I meet this guy, and I think he was an ICE officer. He was not even a DA or anything. He was an ICE officer. I meet him through this girl. She's like, I started dating this guy, and he wants and I never used to deal with new people, but she was begging me. She's like, girl,
he sent her. Huh?
Yes, he did. So I think they even put trackers on our cars and everything. It was like that.
Wow.
So then I meet him, and he started a little slow. He was like, oh, I want like an ounce, like 2 ounces. And a couple of months later, he was like, can you bring me a half of and I used to give it to him so expensive, and I never thought about him not saying, oh, why is it so expensive? Now that I think about it, I was like,
It was a half a pound of what? Like, what were you selling?
it was meth.
Okay.
Yeah, meth. And I became so popular selling meth because it was good. I didn't cut it, or it was like chunks, like what everybody at that time was asking for. So that's why, like, even guys used to see me like competition, or even guys were asking me for stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the cholos from the neighborhood, they will protect me and they will help me, and I became so popular, you know? And it was a good feeling, you know? Me creía la reina del sur.
Ay,
you know? But no, eso no deja nada bueno.
No, claro que no.
But until you live...
You live and you learn.
Yeah,
like you said
another thing,
earlier, of course.
So then he asked me for 4 pounds. And then at that time, I was like, oh my God, nobody ever asked me. Because I would sell like a pound, and it was pricey, so I would be happy with that. But he said 4 pounds, so I was like, oh my God. So I spoke to one of the guys that I used to talk to, the ones that will help me. And he was like, you know what? When you do that, I'm going to come with you, because sometimes son bajadores. You know, they just want to take it and leave, and they see that you're a woman. But I always used to carry a gun too, you know? So I was all right, you come with me. So we decided to meet him. And then we decided to meet him in a parking lot in a shopping... I think it was a shopping store. I don't remember, but... So we meet him there. Oh my God, it was like...
No movie.
Yes, girl, like out of nowhere, all these cops with guns.
Did you have the stuff on you?
I did.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I did. Helicopters, guns, a whole bunch of cars, like a whole bunch of guys everywhere. And they're like, the soonest I showed him the bag, that's when they came. He got off the car, then they were like, you're under arrest, and they took me.
How did you feel at that moment?
At that moment, I felt something that I never felt before, like... I was like sweaty.
Está bajo el azúcar.
See? Yeah. Like sweaty but cold and like scared. Like I just didn't know, like, de donde me llegó. Like, I was like shocked, you know? I didn't even cry or anything. It was just like, I couldn't believe that was happening. I was just like, oh my God.
And
like,
awe.
yeah, it's all bad.
Oh, man.
All bad, you know?
I get it. I know the feeling. I know.
So then they take me to Las Colinas. They're like,
And that's your first time actually in a facility.
yes, but you know what? Since the beginning, it should have never been Las Colinas. It should have been like MCC or Otay Mesa or Geo in downtown, because it was federal since day one, because of the amount of drugs. They took me to Las Colinas. They wanted to give me a chance. They were like, if you help us, we're not gonna.
They wanted your dealer.
Yeah,
obviously.
they even told me, if you don't do it, you're not gonna see your kids in a long time. And they knew everything about me. They knew everything. They're like, you know what? The only reason why we're not bringing the people that will take your kids is because we knew you never involve your kids around
Any of it.
Like
DCFS. That's what it's
yeah.
called.
So we're it's not gonna happen, but you're not gonna see your kids. So it's either you work for us or we know you know a lot of people. And I was like, no, because the way I think about it, don't do something that you don't want somebody to do to you. You know, I knew what I got myself into,
That's
so
right.
now I have to deal with it.
That's right.
Men up.
That's right.
No other choice.
It's like, why do I want to endanger my family?
Yeah, exactly. Endanger my family. Leave other probably kids without their parents because I want to be a cobarde and I want to, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I was, and at the beginning I was like, I used to tell my soulmates, my soulmates,
Your
my
cellmate.
cellmates, I used to talk to them and be like, I could handle 1 year or two, you know? Just thinking it wasn't going to be that bad. But then when they knew, they gave me like 2 months to think. They came and visited me. It didn't work out.
But let's take it a little back though. Tell me how it was for you, like when you're like sitting in that cop car. So you're sitting on that cop car, you're handcuffed. It's actually probably your second time ever in life being handcuffed. You just gave 4 pounds of meth
Yeah.
to the freaking DEA.
It was the DA and ICE. But you know, when I was in that car, I didn't thought how serious it was.
Oh no.
I didn't. Because I was like, you know what? It's my first time. And I don't think it's going to be that serious. Like I said, when I was with my cellmates, I used to think that, probably a year or two. And even when I was in that cop car, I was like, or probably if I could get bond out, you know? But they refused to give me bond. They didn't. We fight for bond since I was in Las Colinas, because they were like, if you go to the feds, it's going to be a little harder. So try and
Yeah, because you're still in state. You could just get bailed out right
but
there.
no, they didn't.
That's weird.
They put a hold.
Because if you're not on probation or anything, there's no reason for them not to let you go
They
on
didn't
bond.
let me out. The DA didn't let me out. So I after 2 months, the same people come and pick me up. They take me to MCC.
Okay. Now, how was it for you while you were at MCC?
And you know why? Now that I think about why probably they can do that is because when you don't have, when you're a resident, when you have something like that, they don't have to give you bond if they don't want to.
Oh, because you're not an actual citizen.
No, yeah. So I think I was thinking of all the reasons why, you know, because I was like, they should. Sometimes it's high, sometimes, but they were like, no, and like, we're not gonna give it to you. And they even told me if we give it to you, ICE is gonna come and pick you up. So you don't got no other choice but to stay.
Hey, so it's super good that you're out.
Girl, I have a lot of stories. I'm not done.
Oh, shit.
Yes, but God is so good to me.
Oh, He is. He
Girl,
is.
I love Him.
No, I love God too.
Yes. So anyhow, so they take me to MCC, and they're like, "That's where you're gonna start."
So happy watching you.
That's where you're gonna start your process, and they're like, "You're gonna get sentenced," and blah blah blah. They give me a lawyer. Mm-hmm. They give me a lawyer and the lawyer was not good.
You felt uncomfortable right away.
But I wish I could knew that at the beginning. I was not that smart how I probably am right now. Um, he was telling me you're looking at 25 to 15 years in prison because you have all these charges. And I was like, damn, well, how many? He's like sales, position, distribution, what is the other one? Something with the cartels. They knew that you were getting
The drugs from the cartels?
Yeah, so that's another charge. So they were like, "You're not gonna come out." He's like, "Unless you wanna
Cooperate.
yeah," and I was like, "No." So he was like, all right, so then we're going to do it. But I think he was on their side, not on my side.
Well, that's kind of how it works sometimes,
Yeah.
you know? How long did you fight your case for?
For, I think, almost 3 years.
Oh, so you were at MCC for those 3 years.
No, I was in MCC for like maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
Then they transferred me to Geo.
And that's where you stood.
I did in Geo like 15 months. Then I got transferred to Otay Mesa. And
Tell me the difference between every single one of those, like to you. Like, how was the time for you there?
MCC, I didn't do much time, but the only thing I didn't like that it was like everybody lived together, like an open dorm. So I didn't like that.
That's MCC.
MCC,
Okay.
yeah. There was no peace, like, you know, I didn't like that. No privacy. And then if you want to use the restroom, you have to wake up in the night and go all the way, like, it was a little long way to use the restroom. So you wake up all like dormida just to go use it. So I didn't really like it. So I'm glad I didn't do a lot of time there. The commissary was good. Yeah. But
And your mom was there putting money in your books.
my mom was there putting money in my books, yeah. And
Your people's.
yeah. At the beginning it was a little hard because you don't show up right away. So
She didn't know.
It was hard. So you just have to. But you know what? At the first days, I remember I wasn't that hungry. I wasn't that
stressed out,
hungry.
bitch.
I was stressed. I was just sleeping. You know. That's how I started doing my time. Then they moved me after those 2 weeks. They moved me to Geo. Geo was a little better. It was a 4 people cell.
4-man cell.
4-man cell, and it was a little better. But that's when I got my first fight.
Oh, tell us about your first fight.
Oh, it was with a stud. Her name is, I forgot her name, but I want to say hi to her because we became friends after. But she's a native girl. If you see her, she looks scary, like Cholita looking with the long as a braid and all these tattoos in her face, like with the mean face. After I was in Geo for like maybe like 3 months. So she comes, she's new. They transfer her from MCC. So I guess she told me she was coming down from drugs. She was in a bad mood. They gave her a top bunk in the same cell that I was at. So she decided to move the lady that lived with me to the top bunk just on her own. Por sus huevos.
Yeah.
So I was like, you can't do that. Especially if she's an older lady. How are you going to leave, you know? Because me, I'm all about respect.
Of course.
You know? Like, no matter where I'm at, how young, how old.
You have to respect your elders.
I've always been respectful. You know? Mm-hmm. My mom teach me that. And my grandma, too. So I told her, it's not going to happen. Please move her mattress back, you know? And the lady was like, just let her, don't fight with her. We're going to call the officers. And I was like, no, we're not going to do it. She's going to do it. And then she was like, fuck no, I'm not going to do it. I was like, the lady was like, you know what, Damie, come down, let's go. So we go to the lobby where they're watching TV, and the girl out of nowhere, she comes in, she hit me from the back. Girl, I was like, what the hell? I got up and I beat her up. she was bleeding and everything.
You had all that rage.
I was like, oh my God, if I knew I was going to beat her up, I should have beat her up in that room, you know?
Because you got in trouble.
And, well, I got in trouble, but they looked at the cameras. They saw that she hit me from the back, so I defended myself. So I only stay in the shoe for a day.
Oh, okay.
And then they let me out. She stayed there for like at least a month and something because she was bad. She was very disrespectful. She was doing the most in the shoe. Then I saw her after she got out.
You're like, ah!
I saw her in the yard. I was like, probably she's going to want to fight me again. I was like, well, whatever, you know. I'm not going to be hiding from her. So I went out to the yard and she was like, hey. And I was like, what's up? And she's like, I want to apologize.
She was feeling better now.
Yes, I never expect that from her, you know. She's like, I want to apologize. I was coming down from Doug's. But you beat my ass, she told me.
Yeah.
She was like, I think her name is Shady. That's what they call her, Shady. Yeah. And after that, we became close with each other. We even got transferred together.
Okay.
Yeah, we got transferred together. We got transferred to CCA.
What is CCA?
CCA Otay Mesa.
Okay.
That we end up doing all of the rest of our time there.
And how was that?
I think that was my favorite place. I mean, I didn't like none of them.
Obviously.
Because there we could work at the kitchen. I was eating good. I was one of the cooks in the kitchen. So I used to make the food for the girls that will prepare the other food for all the facility. But I was cooking for those girls. Okay. So the guys that work with us, the officers, they will bring us like chicken. They would bring us meat, different stuff. And they were like, okay, we only brought certain amounts, so you could make it enough for everybody. Mm-hmm. We used to make pozole, we used to make tacos. We were eating good. So that was my favorite. But the only bad thing about that place is that some of the girl officers were kind of hating on me because this was a little embarrassing, but I knew some of the workers there. The guys. So I guess one of the guys told the counselor that I knew him because I think they could get in trouble if they don't say it. But I wasn't gonna say anything. He should have never said that. Yeah. But he pissed me off. But oh well. So the counselor, she was a bitch. Ms. Rodriguez, you're a bitch. I don't know if
if you're still there, but girl,
yeah,
get it together.
So she called me into her office and she's like, I know that you know this person. And I don't want you to be telling everybody. And if you ever try to talk to him or anything, you're going to get transferred. And I was like, all right, well, I never told anybody. And I don't never speak to no man unless they talk to me first. And she was like, oh, okay. But she was...
like a hater.
Look, I even used to wear tight-ass uniforms. That girl will be like, that's too tight for you. I'm going to give you some larges. What are you wearing? I was like, smalls? Oh, no. And you know what I used to do? So I hid some small clothes. So when I used to be in the kitchen, I will bring the big clothes. Then at the kitchen and the bathroom, I would change. Well, girl, she even used to go over there and she was like, didn't I tell you to change your clothes? They didn't leave me alone. So I kind of didn't like that, but...
Because, girl, who you trying to look good for?
But wherever I'm at, that's how I am.
Yeah.
You know,
I understand.
I like to take care of myself. I like it just make you feel a little better. You
know? In
know?
those 3 years that you were fighting your case, did you get to see your kids?
Yes. They used to come and visit me every weekend. And
nice.
Yeah, and at Geo, they could visit me every day. And Old Tide, it was every weekend. So yeah, my kids were very, very supportive. They always came to visit me. My mom too. They were always there for me. And when I got caught, I called my mom and she was like, I knew this was going to happen. And it's funny how I remember this. I don't never forget this. My mom was like, you know what? It's already done. You're already there. Don't worry about the kids. They're going to be good with me. Just fight your case. And I was like, okay. You know?
Yeah.
That made me feel a lot
more
better.
At peace.
Yes, because I was like, at least my mom is with them. But then I used to think about it and I used to cry at nights because I used to be like, damn, now my kids don't have a dad and a mom, you know?
Yeah.
And that was even before I knew how much time I was going to get. Then after 3 years, I get sentenced.
Tell us what you got sentenced to.
They gave me 120 months.
120 months.
That's 10 years. Uh-huh. So I ended up doing 9 years. So then I get transferred to FCI Dublin,
You went to Dublin.
San Francisco. Yeah.
Did you fly or you took the bus?
No, they took me in the bus. It was bad.
Tell me about the bus drive.
Oh no, it was really bad. They took us to you know how they put handcuffs here, your waist, your feet, you could barely walk. It's cold, the process is long. They took me to Arizona. I was there like for 2 weeks. Then they transferred me to Las Vegas, Nevada. I was there like for 2 other weeks, and then they transferred me to my destination that it was FCI Dublin, where I end up doing all the rest of my time.
Oh, so you did the whole 9 years at Dublin?
No, because remember the 3 years
and
they
then
count. So
okay.
it's what, 7 years? Yeah, I end up doing all my time in FCI Dublin, and I think there was my favorite place.
Super chill.
Super chill. And
Well, tell me about when you first got there. Tell me about your first day.
when I first got there, I was just looking at everything. It looked like apartments. Yeah, it was very weird. I always thought that prison because of the way how I see watch TV and how I see that how
Like the
prison
men's prisons are different.
Yeah. So, but that was a men's prison before, I think, a long time ago. But I think they built it different. It was like 3 buildings. It was A and B, EF and CD. And I got to A and B. That was my unit. And the first date, it was a little uncomfortable because, you know, like when you first come and they live alone, they don't like a bunkie. They don't like to live with nobody. So
how was your first Ellie?
Oh my God, it was this Mexican lady that I ended up liking, but at the beginning it was hard because she was like, no shoes after you're doing this, and you always make your bed and we wake up at this time, you know. And like I said, I always respect people, so I did it for her because I was like, you know what, at the end of the day, she lived here before, that's the way she lives. But after I became a little more comfortable there, I got my own room. So now it was my rules, you know, but it was a little hard. But she did offer me food. She offered me, I think it was just food because nobody offered me shoes or clothes or anything. So the first week is hard because all you wear is uniforms.
And yeah, those hard ass boots.
Yeah, hard ass boots for the whole week, and you have to wear them all day. Because,
And everybody knows that you're new because you have the boots on.
Yes, yeah. And I mean, to wear them all day, even to go to the lobby and watch TV.
To the lobby. You mean
Yeah.
to the day room.
Well, we call it the lobby.
Oh, you guys call it lobby?
Yeah, we call it the lobby, yeah. But it's a day room too. But yeah, that's what we call it. Let's go to the lobby.
Oh, these girls think they're at the fucking hotel.
Probably that's why, right? So,
I never heard that.
No?
And I had so many girls from Dublin. They've never said that.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know a girl that had an interview with you.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so so that's how you started with no shoes, no nothing until you start. Oh, I got there when they just really did the shopping. So I have to wait another week for me to shop and buy everything that I need, like hygiene, sweats,
Shoes.
shirts, tennis shoes to be comfortable. So it was a little hard at the beginning, I think. I think that's the hardest part, the beginning. Yeah. Because you don't have nothing, especially if they don't offer you anything.
Especially because you don't know anybody.
Yeah, you don't know anybody. Then after I had everything, and it was a little better. And right there, they told us, but here you have to work for sure, so you have to find a job. I was working at the laundry, and I liked it. It was a nice job.
Who did you have to become in order to survive prison?
I became the main girl in there.
What does that even mean? What does a main girl mean?
The girl running prison.
What? What? I mean, tell us more about it.
Okay, so
What?
Tell them that when we would even go visit you, they knew not to sit at the table that we were going to be at, too.
Yeah, I started getting along with all the officers. I work for the counselor. I work for the unit manager, for the case manager. I was cleaning their office. I was the head orderly. I was the one that hired the girls to clean. I was the one that will move the girls to the rooms that they want to live. I was the only girl with bleach. I was the only girl with irons to cook. I was the only girl with speakers to make parties.
But also that brought you a lot of girls not liking you.
That brought a lot of girls not liking me, but they were fake because
Yeah.
they knew I was the one.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
So, and there was girls that wanted to be like me too.
And obviously, being in there for 7 years eventually takes you there because
Yeah.
you've been there.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us more.
But you know what? There's people that they were there longer and
just didn't care.
Yeah, or they never even got to where I got. So I think I was just born to be a
Ay,
boss.
calmada, fucking leader.
So you know, when I first started working with the counselor, it was harder because she was mean and I used to get in a lot of trouble. I was always in the shoe because we were always drinking, we were always smoking, and I got caught and I was always in the shoe. You know, or for fighting, or for talking shit to the officers, because the men officers there were not the business. Well, some they were nice, you know, some they were for us, some no. Like they thought they were dealing with men because the way they treated us.
Yeah.
You know, like they will because there we will alter all our clothes. We had ladies that will sew your clothes, fit in, look good. Some of the guy officers didn't like that. They will search all your room and take all your clothes, leave you with nothing. And I used to fight them. I was like, why would you take my clothes? You don't even know how much money I spend.
Contraband girl.
They didn't give a damn. You know, but I was like, you're getting paid the same. Why are you doing extra? Because I always had a big mouth too. I was like, you're a fucking asshole. And for those reasons, I will end up in the shoe. You know? So when I got out, the counselor, she didn't like me because she knew I was trouble. So one day I decided to go outside and clean and be an orderly without her making me an orderly. And she was like, what are you doing out here and wearing that shirt? Because I was wearing that tight-ass shirt. She's like, go take off that shirt and go back to your cell because you're not going to be my orderly. And I was like, I'm going to take this shirt off and I am going to be your orderly. I remember I told her. I was like, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be your main orderly. And Ms. Reiner, you know that I'm not lying. I told you these words. So she will always give me attitude. But you know what? When I do something, I like to do it good.
Yeah.
You know? So one day she needed help. I helped her. And she was like, I wouldn't thought that you were going to be this good. I'm going to give you a chance.
Ah.
You're going to be an orderly. I was like, okay. She was like, where do you want to work? I'm at the laundry. So I will wash the clothes in the laundry. Because we will have laundry inside the unit and outside. But when everything with the COVID, they just decided to do the little laundry inside the units. They wouldn't bring us around other units. It was just unit by unit, just staying in. We wouldn't even be out in the rec or anything. So then I started working for her, but she had a head orderly at that time. And she kind of didn't like me that much, the girl, because she felt probably that I was taking her place. Yeah, so she didn't like that. I was a little younger than her. I was a little faster than her. You know, I had a little more friends than her. And so I was doing pretty much what I wanted. And
So you had a lot of friends?
Well,
Or a little group?
I ain't never been the type of girl that had groups. I always been just me by myself. After what happened to me and that girl told on me, I decided to not be in groups. So when I was in there, I knew a lot of people and I talked to everybody, you know? But I'm never a follower and I don't like groups, you know? But I did talk to people and I used to probably have groups to cook, and you know why? Because I was the girl with the irons, so they will come and they were like, "Let's cook," but it was for them to use my irons. Yeah, because we will cook so good with irons, girl.
I know. We cooked with irons in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, it was good. They used to then the girls in the kitchen used to bring me everything. So for me to survive in there, I had a store, like 1.5. The commissary, you know about that? So that's how I survived in there. That's how I had a lot of stuff too. And so the girls from the kitchen will bring me eggs, will bring me cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, meat, bread, whatever.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. So I will eat so good. And
did you work out is the question.
I didn't work out. I will probably start working out like for a month and be all like, oh my God, I'm so into it. But then after, no.
So you didn't work out your whole time?
I didn't work out. And people's like, how come you didn't get weight?
Maybe you're just not a big girl.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that gain weight.
Yeah.
Especially the way we were eating and not doing anything, you know? Even late at night, ay, se me antojó unas quesadillas. You know, let's turn the plancha on. Let's cook something in the room. Good thing that the rooms had plugs and everything. Yeah, so, but yeah, I probably in all those 7 years, I worked out probably 5 months. That's it. And not all together.
Yeah, separate.
I would stop, then go, stop, and then...
Tell me something of that you remember that still sits with you, like a crazy, not like a crazy experience, but like an experience that you're still like, damn, you still think about that experience.
In prison?
Yeah.
I think the COVID situation.
Tell me.
It was hard because we were so used to being out in the freedom in the compound. We already had enough being locked up, and when the COVID started, we couldn't even communicate with our family. Our family can't even come and visit us no more because of the COVID. My bunkie was the first one to catch the COVID. Yes. So they take us, I guess she was feeling sick. She went to sick call. They knew that she had the COVID. So because I was her bunkie, they put us in quarantine. Then what was weird that I didn't get the COVID. I didn't catch the COVID at all. Ever in there.
Oh, wow.
At all. And they did so many things that didn't supposed to. They were moving people around. They were leaving you alone. Then they were putting you with a whole bunch of people. They made a mistake. They put me in a unit where everybody was contagious of COVID. I wasn't. They put me in that unit. And I was still being the head orderly. So I was the only one out. Passing out the food, passing out everything that they needed. What was it? Lysol and everything. And I was the only girl with other 5 girls that I picked to work with me. And I never got the COVID.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. And sometimes I hated the mask. I didn't like wearing the mask. So sometimes I will forget and I'll have it down here. But I never got sick. But it was hard because everybody was sick. It was seeing...
Did anybody die?
No, not when I was there.
Oh, thank God.
But people was getting really sick. It was sad. Even the older ladies, you know? Mm-hmm. So it was a little sad. And then how even the food changed. They were bringing sack lunches, and so it was a little
disgusting.
Harder. Good thing it was almost at the end of my vid, because if not, I don't know how.
And your kids would go visit you during your prison term?
Oh my God! So they made I think we're 9 hours away from San Francisco, from San Diego. So it was a little hard for my mom to drive all the way to San Francisco. But then they did get on the bus and go. So my kids, they never been around other people, but just for them to come and see me, they didn't care to sleep with other kids, because it was like a camp. So they will stay for a week with these other kids. They will pick them up in a bus. They will bring them all the way to San Francisco, and they will stay camping with other kids for 5 days. And all those 5 days, they will come and visit me.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I never heard that.
Cool. Yeah, because they even met good friends till this day they're
Because
friends.
how old were they?
Like 13.
Oh, you guys were a little bigger.
You guys.
We were like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
right?
guys were a little bigger.
Yeah, they were a little bigger, but they never wanted to spend the night at other houses or anything.
But that's different. They wanted to go see you.
yes, yeah, and I really appreciate my kids for that.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Because they needed to see you.
I think that's what made me strong too.
Yeah,
see
I
how
love that.
they were so good to me.
So they were able to like camp out there
Yeah.
in the prison?
No. It was around the prison. I think it was a church.
They would take us to churches. They would take us to different type of cabins, and we would stay there for a week.
I even
The
remember.
churches would feed us. Sorry, Mom.
Oh, you know what I even used to do? I will cook like a burritos with the iron, and I will hide them and bring them to them, or candies, and I will bring them to my kids. I was
Aye.
like, so you guys could try what.
What were you making there?
Yes.
Aw.
Yeah.
I would sneak in gum for you. Remember?
Oh yeah, she will bring me gum. She will bring me jewelry. Yeah, girl, I was locked up toda con jewelry, toda.
I mean, they know. It's how it goes, you know?
yeah,
They know.
yeah.
How did you pass your time? Like your daily routine?
My daily routine was waking up early in the morning and making sure that the girls were working where they supposed to be at that time. We will start at 5 in the morning when I became the head orderly. Just making sure that everything was cleaned because they would do inspection. So my boss, Miss Miner, she was very demanding. She was like, I want us to be the number one. I want the unit to be clean, to, you know, so do what you gotta do. And I did, you know, and she loved me.
Did you play cards?
I play spades. Yeah. I play king corners. Yeah, I like playing cards. I was watching TV, cooking, making dances. I learned how to make alcohol thanks to my native sisters.
Yes.
They teach me how to make hooch. It was so good, girl. Even some of the
Set it at the restaurant, bitch.
right?
No. It's not good for your stomach.
No, I know it's bad. Even the officers, the ones that they were good with me, they were like, "You need to hide that better," because I just saw it. But I would just leave it in a bucket right there, you know.
That smells.
It smells, but some of them
They
like,
knew.
fuck with me, you know.
Yeah.
Because I didn't give them issues or anything, and I was cleaning. They will call me girl, and that speaker, my name was all day, Damie.
Oh, they didn't even call you by your last name.
No, Miss Minor. Miss Minor will call me Damie. The main lady, I think she will. Yeah, I think they both call me Damie. Yeah, they like me so much they call me by my name.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know what? Miss Minor always told me that one day I was gonna be the way I am right now, and she was like, "You better talk about me." I remember she.
Well, you're definitely talking about her.
right.
Tell me something funny that you remember of your bid.
Something funny that I remember. Oh, let me think. So one day it was my birthday, and my friend wanted to go outside the compound because they will put loud music for Zumba. Like for 2 hours. So that's when everybody used to go dress up, curl your hair, you know, see other friends from other units, cook and eat and whatever. But at that day, we bought some weed. So we were like, let's go outside and smoke. But we were already drunk because we made hooch for my birthday. I was like, girl, I don't think that's a good idea. We're already wasted. They're gonna know. She's like, no, they're not, bitch.
She's like, no one's gonna
She's
know.
a Dominican girl. That was my best friend. She's like, no, bitch, they're not gonna find out. Let's go. I was like, all right, let's go. So we went, right? And there was this lieutenant. He always used to like, I don't know if he will flirt with me or whatever, but he was always trying to talk to me. So that day he wanted to talk to me. And I was like, no, I'm not trying to talk to you.
Oh, so you didn't talk to any staff?
So
Sounds like you kind of had your way a lot.
I did,
You know?
but that day I didn't want to talk to him because I didn't know if he was gonna tell on me because I was already drunk and high, you know. I didn't want to go inside. My friend was like, "Let's go inside. Let's go dance." I was like, when I was young, I used to love dancing. Now I don't dance.
Oh, I love dancing.
I don't dance, girl, unless I'm drunk. then I want to dance. But if I'm sober, I don't dance. I'd rather eat.
I'm doing both.
You know, one of my cousins, guy cousins, record me at the parties. They're all dancing, drinking, and I'm sitting in a table eating all the
Yeah.
time. But I just changed my ways a lot, you know? Well, anyhow, so he was talking to me and he thought it was suspicious because I always talk to him. So he followed me and he was like, come here. And I was like, what happened? And he was like, do this breathalyzer.
Oh.
And I was like, no, I don't want to. And I'm going back to the unit. He's like, no, come on, do it. I was like, no. He was following me everywhere. Girl, well, I was already drunk. I didn't care. And everybody was like, what are they doing? And he was following me until he was like, I'm not playing. Come and do it. So I did it. I was drunk. They took me to the shoe. My friend was crying and other people was laughing because she was in the floor. She was so dramatic. So she was like, it's my fault. You didn't want to come. I'm like, girl, go to the unit. They're going to find out that you're drunk too. You know, we don't need both of us to
Yeah.
be. So I thought it was pretty funny because how I had him chasing me all over, you know? So it was just like...
All drunk.
Yeah, all drunk. So I thought it was funny, but I mean, it's not a lot of funny experiences in there.
Did you have any pen pals?
No.
At all?
I was stupid. I didn't... You know, the way I did my time, it was like, I'm going to disconnect from the world. My only world is going to be me doing this time in here and my family.
Yeah.
That is, it was my mom, my kids, and my brothers. That's it. Not even my cousins, my uncles, nobody.
One. So you didn't really like do relationships and stuff like that.
No, I didn't speak to none of my exes, to no one. It's like once in a blue moon, somebody will, because I had my daughter checking at that time it was MySpace, Facebook, right? And she was like, oh, this guy is looking for you. And then I would be like, give me his number. And I will call them. Like few friends, they were always there for me. Those were the ones that will put money here and there for me. But most of the time, the one that was only and always there for me was my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel forgotten?
Yes, I did.
Sad feeling, huh?
Yeah, I did. Especially for my family. Like, not my mom and my kids, but my
Your other family.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get that part. Mm-hmm. What would you say was the craziest thing you experienced?
The craziest thing that I experienced, I would think the relationship between two girls in there, how they fight.
Because you weren't gay for this day.
No, because I was too busy doing other things. But I think that's how... I wouldn't even think they will fight like that over a man and how they were...
It's so crazy, huh?
Yes, how
It's
the
so
drama.
bad, so
and you know what?
dramatic.
The boy girls, they were not even all that. And
No, and
the
it's-
girls were very pretty.
No, and
You
it's
know?
like so crazy because as soon as a boy comes in, it's like the whole prison, like, oh my god,
And
oh my god,
yeah,
like, bro, come
it's
the f down, you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and they just think they're the shit, like, bro, put your tits down.
Yeah, that's what I think. But you know what? Now, when I was in there, now they look like men.
Because I heard that there was men in there, no? Or was that Chowchilla?
No.
That
In
was Dublin, right?
There was like two. It was... I think that's one of the weirdest things in there. So there was two men. And I think we were trying to argue about it because we were like, what if we fight them? At the end of the day, they're men. They're
Yeah.
going to beat us up, you know? And they were like, no, they can't fight you. I guess their arms are reported like a weapon, so they can't touch you because they're stronger than you girls. So, but okay, so one day, one of the officers caught the two men that they were supposed to be girls having sex with each other.
Oh, they're gay.
So they got transferred.
Oh, thank God, right?
But one of them, she was very pretty. She's still pretty. All her body was done, like
Everything.
very pretty. Color eyes. She's beautiful. Like she looks like a straight out girl. Yeah.
You'll
So-
never know.
Yeah.
Guys, you'll never know.
You'll never know. It's weird. No, but now, you know what? Now it's weird because some of the guys think that some of the girls are men, and they're not men. They're real women. So
Yeah.
now they don't know who's
It's crazy. We're living in a crazy world.
Yeah, but I think that was one of the craziest things because they used to say that they were gonna do that, but they would just say it, and after that, like 2 years after, that's when they brought those two men. But I think it didn't work out, and then how they end up doing what they did, so they got transferred after that. We didn't get men.
Did you ever come across any like high power people? I know you ran the prison, right?
Yeah.
She says,
Well,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Well, yes. Like, I became friends with one of the big drug dealers in Mexico's daughter. She was one of my friends. And then there was a famous lady. They even made a book of her because how she killed her husband. Yeah.
What's her name?
Stella Nicholson. I think her book is Black Diamond. Yeah. She's there for life. They deny or her. She tried to do what is it? When she's trying to get out sooner.
Like an appeal?
No, Pearl.
Yeah.
They.
Oh, she went to board and they always denied her.
They deny her, and I think she's already old. Because when I got out, she was older, but she's bitter. She has to like you. If not, she was one of the girls that lived by herself for all this time.
She can't deal with people.
Yeah, she can't deal with people. So they made an exception. So she lived alone. I became across this girl from Tampa. Her name is Rashida Wilson. She's very famous too. She's popular. She did a lot of fraud for millions of dollars. They gave her, I think, 21 or 22 years, but they ended up cutting her time because of the situation that happened.
She's already out.
She's out. Yeah, she's out.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. At the end, it was a little crazy because all the officers started to like mess around with all the females, and you will even see the officers being messy, like having a girlfriend like in the kitchen. I didn't work at the kitchen, but I will know. Girl, I knew everything that happened. If you interview me and tell me everything, that I know everything that happened in there, even if I was not there. I just knew everything. So anyhow, the officer from the kitchen will have a girlfriend, and he was tired of her. A brand new girl will come to work at the kitchen. He will leave her, and he will have her to be the main girl in the kitchen, the one that.
That's how he would always do it.
He will get tired of this one, gets another one. Then these girls will beef over that guy.
Oh, dang.
He will make them fight and all these things for the girls to end up in the shoe. It was bad. It was even the chaplain. I don't know if you heard. He was messing with girls. He will come and get you in the unit and be like, "You want to have a one-on-one connection with God?" Girl, it was a one-on-one connection with his thing down there.
Pervert.
Yes.
One-on-one connection with the devil.
Yeah.
That man is gonna go to hell for sure.
Well, I think he's doing 7 years in prison.
He should be doing more than that.
More, yes, but it's them, so they don't give them all this time.
for sure.
And you know what's another thing that I don't like about the feds? How the feds they have girls that kill their kids or that kill somebody. And they were doing the same amount of time that I was doing. I was actually
they only care about drug dealers. It's bad.
I was like,
and that's like with everything. I feel
I should have killed somebody then,
But you're Mexican, so it would have been different.
I know, but then another thing, they provide people that it's like addicted to like heroin or other drugs. They give them synthetic drugs.
They gave them that, what is it called?
Suboxone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, how?
And they even send them home with some as well.
Yeah, so I was thinking, how the feds are going to give me 9 years for selling drugs when they're providing them and it's fake drugs but still affecting them.
Yeah, it's how it goes.
Yeah, so I didn't get that part.
Yeah, and they do that in state prison as well.
Yeah. I was I didn't like that. So it's weird how they want to give you all this time for selling drugs, but then you come to prison and they provide you drugs.
Yeah.
So
It's all money. They want to be the only
yes,
sellers.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's something that hurt you while you were inside?
When my aunt passed away,
Your aunt.
it was hard because she was. Remember how I told you my mom was always working. So my aunt, I think she loved me a lot. So she would be like, on the weekends, come spend the night at the house or stay here and you could go to school from here. She had my two daughters. They're like my sisters. I will always stay with them. I will go to church with her. She's the one that showed me the life of God. She will bring me to church with her, even though I didn't like it when I was young. I hate to go to church.
Did you like church while you were in? Where was God when you were in prison?
I used to think about God was not good to me because what I was living. But I was wrong. It was not God. It was my bad decisions.
That's right.
You know? But at that moment, that's how I thought about it. Or I used to think about, like, why did I get so much time? I didn't deserve it. But now I think I did.
Yeah, for sure. You needed that time away to figure it out.
To figure it out, and selling drugs and probably killing people with those drugs, you do deserve that time. And now that I think about it,
For sure. Yeah.
you know? But I used to go to church. I used to cry a lot because I'm a little chillona. I cry
Me
for
too.
everything. I'm very sentimental,
Yeah,
you know?
me too.
Yeah. When I was younger, I didn't cry for nothing. But the older you get, I think you become more sensitive.
I feel like it's God too, though.
Right? Yes. But now, when I got out, I've been out for almost 5 years.
When did you get out?
2022.
Okay.
I get out and...
Tell me about your first day out.
My first day out was great. My mom, well, first I thought I was gonna get deported because remember.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad that you said it because I was literally about to ask you.
Yes.
Because obviously I know that you said that you were just a resident.
Yeah, and you know what? Not a lot of people know this because I don't tell people my business. But now I'm putting it out there for the world. It doesn't matter.
No, of course not. You're living your best life here.
Or probably I was just leaving it for something special like today.
Thank you.
Thank you. So. They come and tell me that I'm gonna get deported. ICE comes and tells me, and I was sad because I was like, I've been away from my family. Now I'm gonna be, even though they could go and see me, but I'm never gonna live with them no more. I mean, that's not what I really wanted. So I remember I went to my cell and I was crying and I was like, God, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I want to stay. So a week later, they come and see me and they're like, you're not getting deported.
Oh, thank God.
They're like, you're going to stay here. So we need to provide an address and where do you live and everything.
You didn't ask like what happened, or you're like, no, I don't even want to touch it.
Well,
You get what I mean?
yeah. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this because my lawyer told me to not.
Oh, then don't worry about it. The point is that you're here.
Okay. So because of that reason.
Because you're working on stuff.
Yeah. So because of that reason, I didn't get deported.
Okay.
Yeah. It was something that happened to me in prison.
Okay.
So I didn't get deported because of that.
I wonder what it was.
So I didn't get deported. I fly to San Diego. Oh my God, I purchased a trolley ticket. Girl, I didn't even know which button to press or anything. I felt so stupid.
Because you went on you got off the prison to a train, to a little train?
To a train. They dropped me off in the train. So I was like, which one and how to do it? So a guy saw me struggling and he's like, you need help?
Did you have your grays on?
No. My family sent me clothes, yeah. They were like, what do you want? Please, some jeans. I haven't worn jeans in a long time, so send me some jeans. They sent me some jeans. They sent me sweater. So I good thing I wasn't wearing grays. So he helps me and I get to the airport, I'm sorry, and then I was lost. I thought I was going to lose my plane.
That's scary.
Because it was big and I didn't know what to do or, So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I didn't have a phone. So I didn't know what to do. And I was like, I'm going to lose my plane. So I spoke to one of the, it was an older man that was there. And he worked there. And I was like, can you please help me? I think I'm going to lose my plane. And he helped me. He didn't even know that's how big the airport was. He was like, but I think it's this way. Let's go this way. Yeah, it was the right
And
way.
you didn't lose your flight.
I didn't lose my flight. I got on the airplane. I was so happy. I was so excited. That's when I started realizing that God was so good to me. That God never left me.
Yes.
He always hold me by his hand, because I was like, for me, getting like was gonna get deported. Now I'm in this airplane on my way to San Diego with my family. It was a bless.
Yes.
You know? It was a bless.
What was your first meal?
My first meal was aguachiles, right? Yeah. So when I got home, they had a mariachi for me.
Aww.
They had aguachiles, champagne.
I'm a champagne girl.
Me too.
That's what I drink. I like to drink a good sparkling or a good champagne.
You know what? I don't like to drink, but when I like to drink, I like champagne.
That's my thing.
Or wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was young, I was a beer girl. Now I hate beer. I don't like beer.
Yeah, I'm a champagne.
Me too.
I like a good bubbling.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I drink, champagne. So then I got home. We drink champagne. We were celebrating. We were eating.
So
I was
you didn't have to go to a
happy.
halfway house.
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
good.
I didn't because they didn't have enough time to do my paperwork for a halfway house, because at first, remind you, like 4 days before, they were telling me that I was getting deported. But
Oh, that's true.
but,
You couldn't go to halfway house because you thought
Yes.
that everybody thought you were gonna get deported. That makes sense.
So then I didn't get deported. Even when I got out, like probably like for 2 years, I didn't have probation, because they didn't even knew that I was in San Diego until I told my probation.
Oh, damn.
And that was a wrap for me.
Because then they gave you probation.
They gave me probation.
So wait, let me ask you this.
Okay.
So you stood out. You haven't you didn't go back.
To prison?
Uh-huh.
No.
You've been out ever since.
Well, I went back in for another reason. Like, I'm still having issues, but until this day, I'm still fighting my issues. So,
I'm still fighting my issues.
yeah.
I'm like, what type of issues are you fighting, girl?
You're going to find out right now.
Okay, tell me. I don't know if you were wanting to tell us, if you're not.
No,
You know?
I mean, this is something I'm not proud of, and like I said, I don't like to tell it, but I mean, I'm here, and
Keep it real, right?
You gave me a chance, and why not? You know, probably this will help a lot of people. So with this Trump whole situation, probably like 8 months ago, right? I received a letter in the mail that I have to show up to ICE. I never have to show up to ICE for nothing. Only when I got out, they told me go report to downtown and tell them what they want to do with you. So I go, and they're like, "You're good. Just file for your U visa, and you're gonna stay. We're not deporting you." I was like, "Okay, thank you." So I leave. They don't give me probation or anything. They just. That's it. They just let me be out.
Yeah,
and free.
normal.
Yeah. So then, like 8 months ago, I received a letter, and they're like, "You have to show up to ICE."
No.
Girl, I had a feeling. I was in the process of buying a house. I told my mom, I think I'm gonna stop because I have a feeling. She's like, "No, nothing's gonna happen. You're good. I mean, they let you out," but I kind of trust my mom because moms are always right.
Yeah.
But something inside me told me, I don't think you're going to stay.
That is so scary.
So I go, my mom and my daughter come with me, and we get there, and they're like, "Oh, you have to go to this room." And they're like, "You by yourself," so they leave them out. That's when I thought like something fishy,
panicked, yeah.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm listening to their conversation, and they're like, "Yeah, but we don't see this, so we're gonna have to take her in." But I was like, "Are they talking about me?" I was still doubting it, And two of them come. They were very nice. They're like, "You know what? We don't want to do this, but we're going to have to take you in." And I was like, "Why? I'm fighting for a U visa. I haven't gotten in trouble. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to." They're like, "Right now with the new administration, everybody that is been in prison or that got in trouble and is trying to get papers or it has something pending, you have to fight it inside. I was like, are you serious? They were like, yeah. I was like, well, can I at least say bye to my mom and my daughter? And I had my purse, I had my jewelry. It was very hard because I never thought I was gonna go through that because I was doing everything that I was supposed to. I got to the point, girl, that I even had 3 jobs. I didn't sleep much because I started all over again. I didn't have nothing to my name. 9 years in prison, not even a bed. I used to share a bed with my daughter. She shared her room. Thank you for that. Yeah, she shared her clothes. She took me shopping.
Ay.
Yeah, so it was hard to start all over. I got 3 jobs. I was even working on construction. Whatever to make money, I was doing construction. I was cleaning houses. I went back to the bars. But I put if I see drug dealers or people that was not good for me, I would just go work and not hang out with them.
Yeah, it was different.
It was
now
different.
you're older.
And I learned, if I love my family.
I thought you were about to say that you went back because you couldn't stop saying drugs.
No. And you know what? There's a lot of people that offer me, you want to work?
No.
I was like, no. If I didn't learn my lesson in 9 years, that means I don't love my family.
And that's probably why you're still out here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so they take me back in. So I go back in.
That is devastating.
Girl, I was sad. I was crying. And I think it was harder than the first time. Because the first time, the way you think is you know what? I did bad. I made bad decisions. I'm sorry I have to pay the consequences, So that make you feel a little better. I mean, not better, but you know that you have to pay the consequences if you're doing something wrong. But this time I was doing everything right. I was happy to be back with my family. My son had a baby. I'm a grandma, so I love him. I was always hanging out with the baby, hanging out with my mom, spending all this time that I didn't spend with my mom. So it was hard. And then the way they did me, it was bad too.
Oh, no, tell us.
Girl, it was bad. So they bring me in. They leave me in a facility in downtown San Diego where supposedly you could only be there for 1 day because there's no beds to sleep. Oh, this is funny. So the lady was like, you want a blanket? I'm like, yes, please. I was cold. She brings a little aluminum square like this, and she gives it to me. Then she brings me food, and I put the little aluminum thing right here, right next to me. And then I was like, she leaves, and she comes back. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, but are you bringing me the blanket? And she's like, that's the blanket. I was like, what? I open it. It's wrapper aluminium, and she's like, yeah, that's the blanket. I was like, oh God, I guess. So I was cold, so I covered myself.
Did it keep you a little warm or no?
Yeah, it did. I'm not gonna lie, it did.
Because you know what? I'm glad that you said that because I always wonder, is it super thin? It does keep a little warm.
So I'm glad you're not wondering no more.
Yeah, no, thanks. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering.
Yeah, it does work. I'm not gonna lie. The only bad thing about it, if you move or whatever, is everywhere. You feel like a bag of chips. Well, they didn't have nothing for me to sleep, so I was sleeping still.
And what was the food like?
The food was bad. I didn't eat. I think I lost weight. I lost probably 5 pounds during that process.
How long was that process?
It was 5 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But 5 days is 5 days.
Yeah, 5 days and without eating nothing and just drinking water.
And that's
what I did. The same clothes. And girl, and I was so mad because it was just this little cute ass outfit that I bought from
Wait, let me ask you this. Did you go in? Oh, okay. You didn't go in heels.
No, because I had a feeling.
I was girl, if you went to...
No, I went in this little cute sweat outfit that I bought from Olo with some tennis shoes. I was comfortable, but I was cold and then sleeping for 5 days sitting, it's not
cool.
Not cool. And then I started reading about it, and then it says that they should have never left you there for so long. But they did. That's why they didn't even provide you good food because
they don't think they're gonna keep you there.
They were giving us some nasty ass sandwiches, bologna sandwich. I don't
You
like
couldn't
bologna.
shower either?
No shower, no brushing your teeth, no
For
nothing.
5 days.
For 5 days, yeah. Then they take me to Otay. That's where I end up again doing some of my time. I think I stayed there for a month.
How long in total were you incarcerated for this?
6 months.
Oh, wow.
6
How did this
months.
time go? Super, like
It
slow?
was hard, girl. You know what? How I used to think about it. How the hell I did 9 years so good, and now I'm getting weak, or what is it like?
It's just
What's going on?
different.
It's way different.
You're
Dirty, different. I was devastated. I was mad. I was like, oh no. But at the end, I realized that God wanted me to be there.
Why do you say that?
Because I learned so much about the laws. I never thought I was that smart. I learned about filing paperwork for people that didn't have money to try to get out or to do something for themselves. I was translating for everybody there that didn't know how to speak English. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know how to speak a lot of English because
You're doing great.
I always grew up in. Now I think because when I was locked up, I learned. When I first started working for the lady, she's black, and you know how black people speaks like so fast. I was like, what is she saying? Like, I don't understand. So that's what made me learn more, because I was like, I don't got no other choice but to understand. Anyways, I was translating for people. I was helping people with their paperwork. I was reading their cases. You know, I was fighting for our rights there, because people that don't speak English, they think that we don't have rights.
Yeah.
So if they do something that they don't supposed to us, they don't say nothing. So I was speaking up. I was doing a lot of things, you know. I was the head orderly again. I was the one cleaning. I was the one doing everything. The laundry. So then there was this law name. Oh, I don't know what happened to my voice. Habeas corpus. They used it for federal prison only. But now, since ICE and the new administration want to keep people in for no reason, and that's not right. So now you're filing for your habeas corpus, and if you think they violated your rights, they let you out. But me, because I had priors, I have to wait 6 months for me to file for that. I remember when I used to help the girls file their habeas, they were like, how come you're still here? How come you can't get out? But I was like, that's another story. Because I never told them either my story about me being locked up. And, you know, I kept it to myself. Because you can never trust people.
Yeah.
And I feel like if anybody, you have a friendship, but then it doesn't work out, they start talking about it. So I learned how to keep everything to myself. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not that good.
Yeah.
But anyhow, during this process, I think God wanted me there, like I told you, because of those reasons. I helped a lot of people, and I became closer to God. Yeah, super close to God. My life changed.
All the way around.
All the way around. Because when I got out first, I was a little close to God, but I was still like drinking, partying, you know?
It was different. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but now this time I see everything way different. Like now I go to church. Before I never went to church. Now I go to church. I read the Bible. I'm more into God, like really into God. Like I want to go to church. Like when I go to church, I feel like that's where I belong. You know, I feel so good. I come home happy, and it's just changed my life. So I think that's why God knew that.
So you got out after the 6 months.
Yeah, I got out with my habeas. They gave me a media release, and I got out. I came home, and I studied my case, and it was hard. It was a very hard experience, because at the beginning, I couldn't find a lawyer to help me, because I have a lot of criminal history, because it was just a different situation, a different, I wasn't fighting for no asylum. I wasn't fighting for anything. I was fighting for a U visa, but they always tell me that you could fight for your U visa in Mexico, and if they approve it, they bring you back. I even remember, and how are you going to find me if you bring me back? They were like, we're going to contact you, your family or whatever. I was like, okay. But yeah, it was hard. Another thing that happened to me in there too, when I first got there, they put me in a room where they didn't supposed to put me. And
What kind of room?
a girl was in quarantine for scabies.
Oh.
Yes.
You got scabies? Oh.
Yes. And you know what? I even read about that in the Bible. It's I forgot right now. It's not scabies in the Bible. It's not scabies. It's lepra, which is kind of the same thing. So I was even like, damn. When I got it, if I was not so close to God, I would have been like, why is all this happening to me? But you know what? That I started reading about the lepra, the guy that he got it and God took it from him and everything, and I was like, only God knows why. Like it didn't make me like
Hate him or anything.
hate him or be down. No, I became stronger, and it was really bad, but
Was it like all over your body?
at first it was just like here and there, but then it kind of got all over my body, and they weren't doing anything for me. They weren't doing anything about it. I would tell them, they were like, it's a rash. But they're the ones that told me, because so the first day I get there at 3 a.m. The next day at 7 a.m, I'm sorry, they bring me to medical, and they're like, oh, we apologize. We made a mistake. We put you in a room where you weren't supposed to be at. The girl is in quarantine for scabies and is very contagious. We're going to give you a treatment for you to not get it. It's a treatment. It's 2 treatments. You're going to take 5 pills, then another 5 pills 2 weeks later. So I take the first 5 pills. They never come with the other 5 pills. So I think they could have prevented it,
yeah.
but they didn't. They
Wow.
didn't. That's how bad it is in there. It's dirty. It's like
It's terrible.
It's terrible because that place where I was at is California City, and that was a men's prison. It's not. They haven't. They're not even. I think it's been like a year and something that they reopened it for ICE, but they're not. Their setup is not
For women.
No, it's not for women, and they don't know what they're doing. They only have a few medical staffs. They don't have a lot. So there was even people in there dying. People. There was a girl that they took her. They pulled her tooth out. Oh my God, her cheek was swollen. Girl, it was so bad. We used to tell them all the time, like, she's gonna die, They didn't listen until, like, they saw that it was getting purple down here. They took her to the hospital. She came back, like, 5 days later.
Oh my gosh, she was
Yes.
super infected.
She was, and I think that's one of the reasons she got out, too.
Yeah, that could have been.
Yeah, but it was very bad in there. But I became closer to God, and now I'm doing a lawsuit because of what they did to me,
Oh, well, good. I'm sure we don't want to talk about that.
No.
'Cause-
But I mean, from all the bad things, there's always something
Oh,
good
yeah,
that is
for
gonna
sure. You
come
don't
out.
know. You don't always go. Everything bad is for the good.
Yes.
If you look at it in that way.
Yeah, but you know what? You have to be strong
Yeah, of course.
to put up with everything that I've been through.
Yeah.
But I don't think sometimes it's me. I think it's God.
Yeah. Well, it's God in you.
He made me strong.
Yeah.
Super strong.
So you've been out for how long?
Oh my God, not that long. Huh? Yeah, like a month.
Wait, what?
Yes, like a month.
So you were out for how long?
I was gone for like 8 months.
Okay, so you got out of doing the 5 years. I mean, the 7 years.
The 9 years.
The 9 years.
Yeah.
You got out. And how long were you out?
4 years after?
Okay, so in those 4 years, you were still partying, not really just working, working these 3 jobs.
Yeah.
And then you get this letter, and this is when this happens.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've only been out for,
Now it's like 5 years. 5 years.
but
Yeah.
not including the 8 months.
No.
If you count them,
It's a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I think I only been out for 2 months. Yeah.
and so it's only
from ICE.
And
yeah.
where are you? What are you doing now? Where are you at now?
Well, before I went in ICE custody, I opened up my restaurant.
Oh, so you opened it before.
A little before, yeah. A little before. And it was hard because we just opened, but thanks God that I have my kids. They're the ones that stay there. They're the ones.
They were running it while you were fighting the ice.
Yeah, they were running it.
Oh, well, that's good.
And they
Shout out
did
to
a
the
good
kids.
job. They did a good job because they brought more people. They brought more customers. They were promoting it. They did everything that they were supposed to.
Thank
and
God.
I'm so proud of them. Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, girl, we didn't need you.
Yeah. Well, in a way, it's good. So they,
Yeah, of
so they can
course.
learn the business because, like I always told them, if whatever I do is for them.
That's right.
You know, at the end of the day, I already live my life, and
No, you still got a lot more, girl.
yes, girl, but I'm not like before. Like I don't wish for nothing, or all I wish for is for my kids and my mom to be good. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have a life to live.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean partying and going out and like doing things like that. It just means
Yeah.
living your own life, your daily
But
life.
you know what? I will be happy, like, if I will live in an apartment or if I will just, like, travel around the world or whatever.
Well, yeah, that's
But
living
now
life.
that everything that I'm fighting for is for them. Yeah.
Good, love that.
For
love
my
that
kids.
for you.
Yes.
So you feel okay?
I feel good. I feel good and I feel blessed. I feel good. I feel like all the things that happened to me is for a reason, because probably if all that wouldn't happen, I wouldn't be the person that I am now. And I wouldn't probably be where I'm at, you know? So I'm happy that I changed my life and that I came closer to God. I came closer to my family, to my kids. And I thank God that they never judged me for leaving them, even though it was hard, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, now I have to start all over again and I'm not scared.
No, of course not.
I'm not.
That's right.
Yeah.
More power to you.
Yeah.
If there's somebody watching that's going through what you just went through, what would you tell them?
Are you talking about the ice situation or
Both, actually.
Okay, if you commit a crime, please know that you're gonna get caught. You're gonna eventually, and I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth the money. It's not worth losing your family. Please don't do it. Change your life if you still have a chance.
That's right.
Yeah. And it's coming from a person that already went through that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even, when I was in there, I used to think, like, even if I was right now with my family eating frijoles and not having what I had.
I love the frijoles,
I would
bro.
change it.
Yeah.
I would change it, And then about the eye situation, it's sad because there's even older people there that probably they wouldn't even expect that they were ever going to be arrested, because call it what you call it, at the end of the day, it's a prison, it's jail,
Yeah.
And it's sad because older ladies, like, they can't even do nothing for themselves.
That's sad, yeah.
It's sad, and the beds, they're harder than the ones in prison. So if your status, if you don't have a status here, please fix it, because
But at this point, it's like scary.
it's scary. But also, if you're here in the United States, and please try to save all your money to get a status or to go back to your country and start like a business or something, because a lot of people come here because of the American dream, but it's not. I've seen a lot of people live in a 1-bedroom apartment, like 10 people, because the rent is so expensive, and then you can't save your money, or you have to have, like me, 3 jobs. I remember like 3 times I almost like fall asleep while I was driving. That's how
Tired you are.
Tired I was. So either go to school, fix your papers, or save all your money to start a business where you're from and just go back.
That's probably the best bet. Save your
Yes.
money and start a business.
Yeah, where you're gonna feel free.
Because here, you're not going to be free. Let's be real.
Yeah, they're always gonna be chasing you, and you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I even think about it. I'm like, is this where I want to be? Even though I have getting something.
You could still do both, though.
I know, but sometimes it's hard. Especially, I don't want to be locked up no more. You know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, do both as far as like you could have a business over there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just in case, por si las moscas. Te lo
Yeah,
mande Dios, but you
at
never
the end
know.
you know, at first when I went to ICE, when I was like, please God, I want to stay here with my family, but at the end I was so tired. I was like, you know what, God, let it be whatever you want.
Yeah.
Probably you want me to have a life in Mexico. Probably my destiny is to be in Mexico. You're at the end of the day, you're never gonna leave me. So wherever I'm at, I'm gonna be good because I'm
That's right.
with you. So
That's right.
that's how I used to think at the end. But he
here
gave
you
me
are.
my freedom.
That's
yeah,
right.
and they gave me immediate release
Dang.
to stay here.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah. So I stayed here, and I'm glad I'm back with my family.
Thank God.
Yes.
You feel okay? You're not nervous anymore, huh?
I'm not nervous. No.
I told you.
No, it was good. I feel like sometimes when you talk about everything the way we're talking, like, you feel relief.
You have to sometimes
Yes.
because we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We keep everything inside. And now once you give it to the world,
Yeah.
it's not yours anymore.
Right?
You
Yes.
there you go.
No, before I used to be embarrassed because what I did is not something that you could be proud of.
Man, it's a little de menos.
But yeah, you know, but now I'm like, probably this will help somebody, you know, to change their life while they can.
That's
and probably let them know that there's nothing good out there. When you're doing bad things, something
yeah.
is gonna happen.
For sure.
You know, it's better to do things right. Even if you have 3 jobs, but God sees all that and
That's
He helps
right.
you.
That's
you know?
right. That's right.
So I wouldn't change my working hard for
Anything
doing
else?
what I did before. No.
I agree.
Yeah. And right now I'm blessed and I changed my life and I feel like it's better now with God. Everything is way better, you know? Way better.
Obviously, there's always still going to be problems, you know?
Yeah.
But you deal with them different because you're
Yes.
in a different mind
Yeah.
frame.
Yeah, for sure. We're also gonna start a show. It's a reality show. It's called Fed Up. It's about females that have been in prison that like you said, we thought we were forget, and that nobody never thought that we were gonna come back, or probably thought that, you know what, she got out, she's probably gonna keep on coming back to prison. She's not gonna change her ways, or she's not gonna have a job, or she's not gonna be able to do what she wants to do. But like, if you want to do it, it doesn't matter how long you were gone, you could do it.
That's right.
You know, if you fight and you really want to do it, and with God, you definitely
Everything's
will
possible.
do it. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. And I think this show is going to be really good, so people need to watch, because if I talk about everything right here, it's going to be more. It's going to be a lot more. It's called Fed Up, so please follow the page and don't miss it. It's going to be really good. Yeah. And also I want to thank you too, because
No, thank you.
because, you know, like, when you reached to me, like, I was doubting it, but I was like, oh my God, I was kind of excited too for somebody to be interested in knowing what
Your
I went
story,
through. Yeah. Since I got out, I told my daughter, I want to do like a podcast or a page where I could teach people how to cook with the iron, or talk to them how I was in prison, how we did everything in prison and things like that. Probably a lot of people will like want to know how we will make all this food, you know, but I
You could
never
come-
had the courage to
You could
do
come
it.
back and we could do another session.
Yeah, I never had the courage until probably you were like my little.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I
So-
can give you a little boost,
Yeah,
you know?
so I want to thank you for
You're
inviting
welcome.
me.
Thank you.
Yeah, and for making me feel comfortable for me to speak out, probably more than what I was supposed to.
It's okay. It's okay.
But that's how comfortable you made me feel.
I'm glad.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you.
glad. I am genuinely glad.
Thank you.
You want
Yeah.
to say anything else before we go? Wait, say your restaurant's name really
Oh
quick.
yeah, my restaurant's name is La Michoacana's Taco Shop. It's in San Isidro. Please come and check it out. You could look at the reviews. The food is so good. Not because it's my restaurant and my kids' restaurant, but it's because we put effort every day to make sure that the food is fresh. We make homemade tortillas. We make menudo, pozole. We make chile rellenos. And if you ever want a special, like, plate or something, we will make it. Like, we're there to please the customers.
Love that.
Yes. So please come and check it out, Las Michoacanas. We also have the page on IG and Facebook and TikTok. Please follow us, Las Michoacanas Taco Shop in San Isidro.
Yes.
San Diego.
Thank you
Yes.
for sharing.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.